FOV, field of view, a pretty widely contested topic in the sim racing community. A lot of people will tell you it's a fairly complicated process, but the answer might be a little simpler than you think. Let's talk about it. So before we get started, I want you to understand one thing. There is no right or wrong answer. What works for me might not work for you. So rather than sit here and tell you what your FOV settings should be, I'm just going to show you what mine are, and then you can try them out for yourself and see if you like them or not. We're going to be looking at ASSETTO CORSA COMPETIZIONE, iRacing, and Automobilista. So let's start. First, open a free practice session and hit drive, then pause the game and choose view settings. We'll need the camera tab a bit later, but for now, go to the triple and widescreen tab. Distance from screens needs to be 545mm. Higher or lower than this value will give you a compressed image which can negatively impact your sense of speed and distance. For screen width, refer to the manufacturer's spec sheet for your actual monitors. If you're using a bezel-free kit, the width value would be a -1. If not, then measure the width of your monitor bezels in millimeters. Play around with the side screen angle, as this depends on what angle you have your monitors set to. 40 degrees is a good starting point, but then make changes from there. Now head back to the camera tab and alter the values until you feel comfortable with the image in front of you, using my settings as an example. With iRacing, first join a practice session and hit Options and select the Graphic tab. Then select the black Monitors button. In Monitor Type, make sure the option is the same type as the monitors that you're using. Now, as with ACC, refer to the manufacturer's spec sheet for your monitor's width and follow the same guidelines when setting your bezel width. If you're using curved monitors, you can find the curvature radius in your monitor's manufacturer spec sheet. Make sure both the render and enable SMP boxes are ticked. Set viewing distance. Do not hit the red compute button. Manually set the FOV to 143 degrees. Next, go into the replay mode and hit Ctrl F12 to bring up the replay camera tool. Use the axis sliders to then make the seating adjustments you need until you feel comfortable with the image in front of you. Then hit Save Car. For Automobilista 2, select Options in the main menu and select Controls, Edit Assignments, then Camera and View. You'll need to bind all of the seat as well as view angle options to a key to make adjustments later on. Once you've done this, head back to the Options menu and select Triple Screen. AMS2 gives you the ability to customize each of your monitors separately, however most of your values will be the same. Pixel width is the resolution of your monitors. As we mentioned earlier, refer to the manufacturer spec sheet of your monitors for the correct width and height values. Just note that this time they'll need to be entered in centimeters. Bezel width in AMS2 I found needs to be much higher than in the other simulators. Use my values as a guide and then just adjust to your needs. Distance from screens needs to be 55 centimeters. Don't go over or under this value. If one or more of your monitors aren't aligned well, you can use the vertical offset value to fix this issue. Play around with it until your image matches up across all 3 screens. As before, set angle from forward to 40 degrees. Then enter a practice session and use the seat and view keys that we bound earlier to make the image comfortable for you. So with everything covered for today, go ahead and try these settings out yourself. And if you liked them or didn't like them, just let me know down in the comments why. If you found these videos helpful, consider hitting that subscribe button down there too. It'd notify you about when all our new videos come out, and it really helped me out. And the one thing I want you guys to take from this video is that there's no right or wrong answer to this subject. Try things out, don't be afraid to do things differently, because they might work out for you. The main thing is that you're comfortable when you're driving in the simulator. That's all we've got time for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.